My son got asked to the sweetheart dance and we have to answer her back. So of course, we're answering her back with cake. Welcome back to Shirley's Bakes Cakes. When your 16-year-old son enlists his mom to help, I'm there guys. When he asked me if we could answer her back with a cake, how could I refuse, right? We're just doing a piñata style cake to answer her back. This was all his idea. So what we need is some cake, obviously. We have some pink cake and we're just gonna cut some holes out. I've showed you guys this piñata technique before. Here's another video if you guys wanna see more detail, but we just cut the middle out of each layer of cake and leave the top, don't throw away the top. Now we have to stack our cake and we just put a little bit of buttercream around the bottom and we'll set it right onto our cake board. And then we just get a little bit more buttercream. We put it right around the top of the circle. Make sure, this is essential when you're making a piñata cake. Do not let the buttercream go down into the circle or the hole, if you will, at all. Just put a little bit of buttercream around the outside, but don't let it go into the center of your circle. Now we got another layer, stack it up and do the same thing 3 times. Now it's time to crumb coat our cake. We're gonna just crumb coat like we normally do. If you wanna fill the cake first, you guys can, but I started crumb coating before I added the fun stuff in the middle of the cake. So just go with it today. Like I said, you can crumb coat after you've filled it. Now that I crumb coated, it's time to fill our cake. His idea for this piñata cake was to fill it with conversation hearts. So we have conversation hearts, and then he wrote his answer, and then we're gonna put that inside the cake with all the conversation hearts. So when she cuts into the cake, the hearts will fall and so will his answer. To put his answer, you're like, why are we gonna put paper in a cake? Yes, we're putting a little piece of paper into our cake, but we're laminating it first. So we just ran it through my laminator so it can get buttercream, it can get cake on it, and it won't affect the cake's taste at all, and the paper will still be intact. So now we are gonna dump our conversation hearts right into the middle of this cake. I put them about halfway up. We'll add our laminated paper, his answer, and we'll put it right in the middle there. And then we'll fill the rest with hearts. And then we have our last piece of our cutout that I told you guys to keep of our cake. We're gonna set it right on top. So now we have a filled cake. Now we're gonna crumb coat the rest of it. Just crumb coat it and just add some more buttercream across the top so it's nice and flat. Throw it in the freezer for about 5 minutes, bring it out, and then we're gonna do our final coat of buttercream. I have a lot of detailed videos about crumb coating, about final coats, and buttercream. So if you guys just look back at my videos, you guys will see lots more detail. Now, after we have our final coat, I have to make some fondant hearts because he wanted to have hearts and he wanted to have question marks on the outside of the cake. Super cute, all his idea. Make our question marks for our cake. I didn't have a question mark cookie cutter, so I just used my little number 2. You can see I'm cutting out a number 2 and then I'm just gonna cut it right here, cut the end off, and there you have a question mark. And then to get the little dot at the end of the question mark, it's my little round tip. I'm gonna put right in the fondant, push it out, and now we have a little circle that goes with our question mark. Super easy, guys. Now it's time to add our sprinkles on the bottom of our cake. Easiest time to add sprinkles if you want at the bottom of your cake is to do it right after you final coat your cake because your buttercream is still wet and the sprinkles will stick nice. I always put a cookie sheet underneath because it really helps to not get sprinkles all over your house, and my husband, he thanks me every time. After I did my final coat and added those sprinkles, I threw it back in the freezer for about, 5 to 10 minutes. And now it's time to add our fondant hearts and question marks. How I add them on there, really, I just stick them on there. Most of the time my fondant sticks really good to the buttercream as long as the buttercream is chilled. Whenever you add buttercream swirls on top of your cake, you want them to be even, and so I usually just start right here on my cake and I go 1, 2, and 3 and then lift off. Then I'll go right across from it, 1, 2, and 3 and lift off, and then I'll go right over here, 1, 2, and 3, across from that, 1, 2, and 3, and then you can see I can just fill in the rest of the swirls. That's the easiest way to do it. You guys can do it however you want. That is a really easy tip on how to add your cute swirls and get them nice and even on top of your cake. And the finishing touch, he wanted me to add this last piece of paper right on top. My answer is ... so that she knows kind of it's from him and that she needs to, you know, dig inside that cake to get her answer. So fun. I hope she likes it. Now we gotta go drop it off at her house and hopefully she finds the answer inside the cake. Thanks for watching here at Shelley's Bakes Cakes. Make sure and subscribe to my channel, guys, and have an awesome day.
Okay, so I've got the cake here. We're at her house. I'm gonna go drop this off and let's do this.
Are you gonna just hurry and run? Or are you
just
doorbell ditching?
Doorbell ditch. Run up. I'm gonna hit the doorbell. I'm gonna run back. We're gonna peel out.
Okay, don't fall.
Try my best.
Okay, good luck.